Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of A.T.O.M RPG. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we talk to Ivan over here, because he has a story for us. Last episode we asked about a few questions over here, and about all the questions about who he was and all that sort of stuff, and now we're gonna ask about his story. The man nods, the smile still playing on his lips. Apparently he doesn't care about anything as much as he cares about sharing his story. My friend, I've promised you a story, but I'll start with a question. What would you say if I told you that mere 150 years ago, the city we're in right now, this godforsaken hole, was the most interesting and merry place in all the Russian Empire? Well... I can't... What's the point of that? Who knows? Many years have passed, anything could have happened, I believe you. The man shrugs. Ooh, he doesn't shake his shoulders. Well, you might be right, young man. Times change, traditions go, but is it impossible to restore the glorious past, at least to some extent? For this place can indeed boast of a great past. This city, mangled by the Bolshevikish name Krasnoznameni, was once known as Igrograd. Count Roevsky, Empress... Oh, that's a countess then? No, that's two people. Right. Count Roevsky, Empress Ekaterina II's favorite noble, built it here. By the will of his wise architect, the city blossomed with dozens of gambling houses and attractions the court was unable to create in any other place due to the church's restrictions. Igrograd became the capital of amusement. Competitions in ping-pong, dwarf tossing, billiards, gorodki, even chess were held here. One of these days, we'll meet a character that's not being ludicrous. I believe that's how it's pronounced, ludicrous. About this, the situations like this, because obviously this is a joke. Even chess were held here. And those who came here to put an end to the fun were confronted by a threatening copy of the shield that used to belong to the Count, the founder of the city. It was like a Dark Souls boss, the copy of the shield just appeared and threatened them. This shield hung above all the gambling and drinking places as if telling to the enemies of the fun. This place is under protection of the noble house of the Roevskis. Yeah, it seems to me that you're embellishing the past history. Also, the history. But anyway, what do you want? Well, you see, the thing is that Count Roevsky loved his city. Even in his will, he arranged for his original shield to be hung at the city's biggest tavern, so that everyone saw it and remembered his legacy. That's much better than burying the relic in a grave, isn't it? But unfortunately, the shield remained there only until the revolution. That would be... This was 150 years ago, so that would be the White Revolution in 1917 or something. After which the Bolsheviks confiscated it and sent to the local history museum. Sent it, I would assume. Many years later, after the bombing, this would be the 1987 World War, Boris Svetlov, the then museum curator, no, that's... I don't know what that is, the bombing there. Anyway, the museum curator fled from Krasnoznameni to a tiny village called Otradnoye with the museum's most valuable items. No, that would be in the post-apocalypse already, yeah. People say this is where he met. That is where he met his end. And, well, I guess this works well in this occasion. And what I say is that it's time to return Roevsky's shield to its rightful place and hang it in this bar to bring it some historical splendor. And who knows, perhaps it'll make life over here a little brighter. So, what will you say? Will you help me to return the shield? Sure, I'll bring the relic back. Oh, really? This is wonderful. The best news I've had in the past year. Please return to me when you do this for our city. Okay, I actually don't know of any shield. Yeah, let's have a chat with the bartender over here. A plump barkeep cleans the glasses, pours booze to some of his patrons, and chats with others. When he notices you, he puts a freshly clean glass on the rack and says, "Oh, a new customer. Never seen you before here, and I know all the locals. I want a drink. Show me the menu. I want to see if you like my gas pyramid." He does not. So, I mean, he does have a lot of money, though. So that's kind of good and kind of bad. Because I'll sell you the crappy things. Let's see. We have some of that. I'll sell you the perfume because I'm pretty sure I'm never going to need it because there's more of those elsewhere. It is very expensive, but we're going to get a lot of money out of that. So that's okay. I can sell the rusty knife. I should keep the sharpened knife with me. The toadstool, the super glue. This is really expensive. The meat. Probably shouldn't sell all the meat, although I do have other things that I can eat. No, that is really bad. The apples here are really, really bad for hunger. So I probably shouldn't sell the meat. Let's see. All the alarm clocks go away, and that the brazier. That's quite expensive. I think somebody told me in the comments who lost it. So I think I know who it is. We'll need to look into that in a little bit. Well, eventually we'll look into that. So we got some lantern batteries. These are very heavy, aren't they? They're not that heavy. That's kind of fine. We got some tea over here. The toilet paper. The corn seeds. I don't know what that's used for. It sounds to me like it's going to be needed for something. This is definitely needed for something. Okay, so let's sell one of these and make some money out of that. How about that? So I am 10 over. I'll take the spoons. Thank you very much. And there we go. So, a new customer, he says. Oh, he says that. I know all the locals, and I'm going to ask all of them. Maybe you can tell me something interesting. Depends on what you find interesting. I forgot his voice, by the way. How is it going? It's fine. No matter whether it's war or peacetime, people will always need a strong drink. Even more so during wartime, so we're going bankrupt anytime soon. Sorry, we're not going bankrupt anytime soon. I was sort of being, as I was reading that, I was just, my brain was twisting into knots, because he just said, no matter whether it's peacetime or not. No, it matters some. It matters some, because he just said it. Care to tell me about yourself? Name's Peter, or Peter? Peter. I don't actually know how you pronounce that in Russian. I'm gonna go with Peter. Peter Kilirovich. I'm from Uglik myself. Been working pubs since I was 10. Priceless experience, and the patrons like me, or like and respect me. You can hear people mumbling in the hall. Some barkeep you are. With prices so high, you're more of a crook. Peter ignores the comments with no sign of being offended. The public adores me. What can I say? It's just as I don't know who would say. Who said that? Mumbling in the hall. There's not a whole lot of people here, and they're all over here. So how's life in Krasnoznameni? It's a big city, pretty rich too. It's Rome itself, if compared to those nearby. The streets are peaceful even at night. It's everything a good, honest person can wish for. Okay. Anything interesting happening lately? I don't want to look like a liar, but I think someone is letting drugs pass through the border guard fortress to the north from here. Me and some other people believe that one of the border guards is somehow connected to the drug cartels. And if experience has taught me anything, it's probably safe to say that all the border guards are complicit in it. Experience, which means you did the same thing I did, which is pay a bribe to get in or something. Any more rumors? There's this rumor about an expedition from A.T.O.M getting lost somewhere in the wastes. Nobody knows where they are right now, or where they were going, though. I heard one of the Chamber of Commerce members really enjoys the company of pigs. Yes, that is weird. But if they ask you, I never told you that. I don't know nothing. You hear? I don't look. It goes back to the liar bit. Wonder if he has anything different. Pretty close to this place, my friend. I mean, some man I barely know sells lottery tickets. They say you can really win big there. Why don't you go get one yourself? Because they're lottery tickets. That's why I don't go get one myself. Yes, you can win big, but it's like... What? You can win big if you're going to the wasteland. You know that? Usually you'll die, though. I will die. I die a lot. Speaking of dying a lot, we need to go back underground because we need to fight to kill the rest of the spiders. And we will be killing the rest of the spiders. I'll be also taking all that stuff. I should be right-clicking rather than pressing Q and E. And this guy's just guarding his bar very attentively so I can take anything from there. So I talked to all these people. Varia is just apparently going around from there to here and not really doing much else. We got the Mermic dude. We have a place that I haven't been to. Oh, this is a full, like, yeah, hi. Before you approach him, the militiaman is pensively gazing into the blank space, hardly blinking. Your arrival fills him up with fresh energy. His empty stare becomes accusing. He asks you calmly, but with obvious displeasure. Why are you sneaking up on me? Who does that? When I'm lost in my thoughts, I can just hit you, or out of pure reflex. It will hurt. Jeez, what do you want? What were you thinking about before we started talking? Just thinking about this recent dream I had. I dreamt that the festivities had returned to the city. The Victory Day, Police Day, CD Day, all at once. And there was this great parade. The men in clean ironed uniforms, carrying swords, gallop out on white stallions from the old barracks that were destroyed even before the war. They ride along the main street singing a song. Then they do a lap of honor around the Chamber of Commerce. The riders are followed by pioneers carrying shovels, rakes, and other tools. Their voices are clear and loud. This is very, very descriptive for a dream. Anyway, he keeps going. They are singing a heartwarming song, but the pioneers... The second time we hear about pioneers, I have no idea what that means. The only reference I have of pioneers, or the only place I know it's used, is in the for the frontier men and frontier people, I suppose. In the before, or I don't know if it was just before, but before the foundation of the United States of America, when the English arrived in North America. No, those were called pioneers. The rest, I don't know. I know what it means. Pioneers just means the first. But anyway. But the pioneers are followed by a slow, sad donkey covered by a faded blanket. His eyes are full of tears, as if he's trying to not to cry. That's not what happens when you're trying not to cry, because you don't get tears. Because, you know, it's like as if he's crying would be the correct... Anyway, I feel so sorry for him. The celebration is all around, but the donkey is crying. Yes, he is. Yeah. Why is he crying? He asks. I don't know. It's your dream, your very, very super detailed dream. Yeah, maybe there's no point in guessing. What else do you want to know? It's a dream. There's no reason why he's crying, except for the ones you make up yourself, either consciously or subconsciously. I'm relatively new here in the city. What should I avoid here? The brothel, the drunks, breaking the law. The song, not necessarily the act, because obviously these guys break the law all the time, although maybe they don't. I don't know if the law is to, you know, get bribes and all that sort of stuff. Anyway, the mud mermics. Oh my god, not the mermics again, please stop. These days, they aren't pestering us too much because the water level in the river is back to normal, but there are days when the river becomes more shallow, and they come here from the wastes to lay their eggs in the warm mud. Horrible little creatures. Yeah, the days when the river becomes more shallow, that's like a season. You should say in winter or in spring or whenever the river becomes more shallow. But he's new here, so he's like, oh, sometimes I don't even really know the patterns here. I'm just like, no, actually, that's not his voice. But still. I'm just here looking for some interesting gossip. Heard anything? Something strange is going on with one of our local veterans, the town drunk. There's only one. Navigator Vysotsky, that's the one. I've heard that he tried to climb the tallest building in the city, completely shit-faced, just to jump off of it. In our profession, this state is referred to as El Delirium del Diablo, the devil's shaking frenzy. I'm pretty sure delirium is not a Spanish word. Spanish has the habit of really curving the ends of words, and that delirium is Latin. So I don't actually know what locura probably would be just the word you'd use for Spanish. Right, right. Can't escape it, he says, with a lot of stuff in his throat, making him have to clear it? Clear it, yes. Best produce only at my table, he says. Well, if it is the best, then it is only at one place. Or maybe they're all equally the best. A busy-looking woman in an apron invites you to come closer with a gesture. She has a strong, strict voice like that of a teacher, but she acts like a merchant through and through. Why are you standing there? Come on, boy. Come on and buy, she says, before someone else buys everything. Can I get a discount? Oh, no, you don't. No, I can't. No, I can't. Let's see. Does she has money? Okay. Does she like my experiment? She does not. So you can keep your money. That's way too cheap. Can I ask you something? Fine. I think I can make a pause. What did you want? Make a pause. I know what you mean, but I'm not sure that's how it's said in English. I think it's just take a break is the correct way. Although that might sound plausible for a native English speaker. I wouldn't know because I'm not one. What do you think about the city? Krasnoznameni? I don't think about it too much. I spend my time here on the market. How's work? Work is so easy. A piece of wood could figure it out. Sure, a piece of wood. That's fine. You come by someone's farm, you buy, you load, you drive to the city, you sell. The only negative thing is that the communities that sold me stuff have less and less products for sale. The earth becomes less fertile with each year, or so it seems. Maybe they just don't work as much as they did before. Yeah, well, the planet is dying more and more every year, says my character, but that doesn't lead anywhere, so it's just another line that probably doesn't... I don't know if it is canon in the game. Canon. Did I pronounce it properly? Yeah, anyway. So are you still trading? We just drive our truck to Krasnoznameni once we have the goods. Here it's easy to get a good price, and there are more buyers in general. There are places with even greater demand and potential profit, but they are dangerous, like the mountain pass of woes. I'm too scared to go there without a whole army of mercs, she says. Rumors? I heard a lot, but had no use out of them. Instead, I'll give you some advice. If you're planning a trip at night, look at the sky. If the Seeger star... We have heard of a star before. I bet this is the same star. No, that's the Asparus. That's right. I don't know what Seeger star is, which people call the Asparus. Is shining above the place you want to go to. Stay at home. Don't go. But if the Seeger is shining at your side, or at your back... Go there quickly, because the trip will be lucky and lucrative. You just won't be able to come back. Unless it's at your side, in which case you will be able to come back. Because that's how directions go. I would say, if I know what this one is, and I don't know, I think it might be Venus. I'm pretty sure Venus is usually to the north, when it is in the northern hemisphere. When it is visible in the northern hemisphere. I'm not sure about that, though. Never studied anything. I also don't know these names. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing Seeger correctly. That sounds just completely alien to me. Well, they're stars, so they're by definition alien. Can I talk about something else? No? Okay, well, bye. Thank you very much for your wares, even though I didn't buy any and never will, and also sell either. Got some beets. Nope, can't take the beets. Can I take this? What do we have? Nothing? Okay. Well, oh, I like that. I like that because it makes them be yellow. There you go. See? Fantastic. Because even though we didn't take anything, there was nothing to take, so they become yellow. Hi. A middle-aged lady squints her eyes at you, and she shrugs her shoulders, all the while pushing a bag of groceries to her chest. Holding a bag of groceries? Oh, like, you know, hugging. Hugging. Yeah, right. Did I talk to you? I don't know. As if she sees not a hero, but some terrible robber out there to mug you. To mug her, I would say, but still. It's because that would make it... It's like she's seeing somebody over there, and it's like, no, I'm holding my groceries, and the mugger comes and mugs me. Still, she doesn't look so scared she can talk. What do you want? Talk fast, or I'm calling the militia. I need to barter with you. Yeah, she'd probably... I could sell some stuff over here. Oh, that's good prices. Maybe I can sell my spoons. You know, as you do. Of course. Good. Can I sell another one right here? I can indeed. Good. And now you get more groceries to go home. Why are you so nervous? I'm no bandit. What can I know? How can I know that? You look like a bandit. You got that mug. Your clothes are dirty. Your knuckles are all bruised. I'm expecting you to knife me as we speak. Well, I won't try to convince you, I suppose, of me not being a, mugger. Maybe you're the real bandit here. Nice comeback there, Boris. Nice comeback. You're wrong about me. Everyone looks like that nowadays. Well, that's because everyone nowadays is a bandit. There are no... Well, that's... Yeah, take that. There are no more honest people around. Only bastards who attack little old ladies. Well, look at that. I can shrug my shoulders. All the while I was just shrugging my knuckles. Yeah, I'll tell you this to you again. I am not a bandit. The woman doesn't believe a word you're saying, though. Tell it all you like. It's great if you're actually a good man, but if you're not, just don't come any closer. I didn't mean to come any closer. I just was saying. How do you like it? The glorious city of Krasnoznameni, my character is gonna ask. Glorious my ass! Yes, it was the leading question, wasn't it? It's better than some other hole in the mud, like Otrnoy or Fogalevka, but that's it. Bandits roam around, there's a brothel in the docks. Only western cities were so vile before the war. Not now, though. I assume that's like western as in outside of the USSR? I suppose. Not necessarily like western USSR. Because I don't think that's the economical and social difference between two parts of the country. I from what I hear, it's more north and south in the USSR that just generally has different, social and economical paradigms. Even to this day, the south tends to be richer. As far as I know. Anyway, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. What can you tell me about the stuff around you? These are the zaniest questions. Nothing too interesting. Just heard a rumor that cloth will be much more expensive since some bandit overtook a cloth factory up north and the workers all left or something like that. Yeah, I'm sure that it's going to be more expensive with no workers there. I'm interested in hearsay. Krasnoznameni TV always tells us that those bastards from A.T.O.M are about to attack us. Why are they so vile? Krasnoznameni TV or A.T.O.M? I suppose it's A.T.O.M, because that's what my character said. Who are you, if it's not a secret? Ooh, I'm an ordinary citizen of this dirty little town. Name is Ludmila Petrovna, but I won't tell you my last name, even though I just told you my last name. Maybe... Wait a minute, what the heck? Is there... What? Oh, this is something I don't know. I have no idea what that is. I need to look into this. What could she mean? It makes it sound like the middle name is their real I mean, I'm just guessing here, because there's cultures where I think Spanish has that. In Italian? No, Italian doesn't. Italian is like Portuguese. The last name is French. I don't know. Anyway, the last name is not... like, for example, I have a bunch of names. Like, I have two main names, so first names, and then I have 3 surnames. And the surname that culturally, here in Portugal we go by is the last surname. So people tend to have more than one surname. Usually it's from their parents or grandparents or whatever. The different mixtures, and you kind of pick and choose however you like. Usually it's the fathers at the end, but it doesn't have to be. It's not anything. It never was a law. It's just culture. And in fact, the law doesn't say anything. You can name your child anything, as far as I am aware. If you get past the clerk, because apparently there's some clerks that are just scum of the earth, and will just not want to do what you tell them. Anyway, I'm not speaking from experience. It sounds like I have personal experience. I have heard stories, but it doesn't matter. What I mean is, like, here in Portugal, our last name, the last name, if that makes any sense, is the last name we go by. So if I want to shorten my name to 2 names, I can, give me my first name, or at least the first name I go by, because you can name yourself the second first name and just go with it, no problem. And usually it's the last name. However, I think in Spanish that's not how it works, and it's a little bit confusing because I've talked in the past without really being aware of this dynamic to Spanish people who read my name. Well, one Spanish person who read my name and so said my first name and my first last name, and I was like, that's not me. That's not how I abbreviate my name. but I knew what I was doing. It was when I was a cyclist, and yeah, anyway. And I was racing in Spain. I know that, for example, the Japanese, I want to say, I don't think the Chinese, I think Koreans as well, I think it's Koreans and Japanese, invert the names, so it would be Petrovna Ludmila, and the given name would be Ludmila, the last name, and Petrovna would be the family name. So I'm wondering right now if the middle name, just to come back around to this whole secret, if the middle name is what she means. Because there's no word in English, as far as I know, for... and there's no word in French either. And I say French, I mention French every once in a while because I did have like 5 years of French, so I know a little bit of enough. I wasn't very good, and I forgot most of it anyway. But like the word surname and actually sobrenom, I think, is the one in Spanish. So Spanish might have 2 words for last name. I don't know, because in Portuguese we do, and we have a specific word for what your family name is. And you can say, yeah. Anyway, she's not going to tell us her last name, even though she did. Well, there it is. And we're out of time for the day. So with that rant, it's not a rant, it's just a ramble. That's what it is. And with that ramble, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been A.T.O.M RPG. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.